Welcome to another deep dive. We're going to be talking about the power of belief today.
Yeah.
How it shapes, your reality
Yeah.
and how you can actually harness it to kind of shape your life.
Right.
We're looking at Joseph Murphy's Believing yourself for this one.
Yeah. It's a good one.
It goes deep into some pretty fascinating
Oh, yeah.
and maybe even a little mind-bending concepts.
Definitely.
Have you ever thought about your thoughts as like a mental wardrobe?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Or consider the idea of like psychic osmosis?
Oh, yeah.
That's the kind of stuff we're going to be talking about today.
Buckle up.
Yeah, buckle up.
We're going deep.
So the book uses a really great story to illustrate this.
Okay.
Remember Joseph from the Bible?
Oh, yeah. The coat of many colors, right?
Yeah, the one with the coat,
Yeah.
all those crazy dreams he had.
Yeah. He had some prophetic dreams.
Yeah, and his journey,
Mm-hmm.
despite all the hardship,
He's some betrayal. Yeah.
betrayal, hardship, all that stuff.
It's a powerful story.
Yeah, he ends up being super successful.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the parallel that Murphy draws.
I see that.
He wants you to see yourself in Joseph's journey.
Yeah.
He's saying we all have that same power of imagination.
Oh, wow.
We can dream, we can envision, and ultimately we can shape our reality.
Yeah.
But it starts with like consciously recognizing and harnessing that power.
Okay.
One of the examples I thought was really cool was
Yeah.
the story of the industrialist who was able to visualize
Mm-hmm.
his entire business empire.
Whoa.
Like he saw it all.
Yeah.
The buildings, the offices,
Everything.
and it materialized.
It's amazing.
That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, it really is.
So he basically created a blueprint in his mind.
Like a mental blueprint.
Yeah. And the universe was like, oh,
And then it happened.
we'll make it happen.
Yeah, that's the power of combining that vivid mental picture with deep feeling.
Yeah.
It's not just kind of like, wishing or hoping for something.
Right.
It's like that conviction that you have.
It becomes a driving force.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, what about when you have those doubts?
Oh, yeah.
Those pesky doubts,
Yeah.
they always creep in.
We all have those internal battles.
I know, I do.
Where our thoughts hold us back.
All the time.
I know, I struggle with negative voices sometimes.
Totally.
Like, oh, yeah, am I even doing this? This is never going to work.
Exactly. And Murphy addresses that directly with the concept of your thoughts are your brethren.
Your thoughts are your brethren.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he uses this powerful metaphor to show that our thoughts
Okay.
can either support or sabotage our dreams.
So they're like Joseph's brothers in a way.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
some are supportive and some are like, what are you doing?
Right, yeah.
You're crazy.
They don't believe in him.
Yeah. They're skeptical.
So how do we overcome those dissenting voices?
That's the big question, right?
Yeah. How do we stop them from holding us back?
Well, the book encourages a shift in perspective.
Okay.
Instead of getting caught up in those limiting beliefs.
Yeah. He says detach from them and focus intently on your objective.
Okay.
And by doing so, you tap into what Murphy calls the creative law of the mind.
The creative law of the mind.
Which basically means aligning your thoughts with your desired outcome
Okay.
and then watching it manifest.
I like
It's a powerful stuff.
Yeah, that leads us to another fascinating concept.
Okay, I'm ready.
The idea of a mental wardrobe.
A mental wardrobe?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me more.
It's such a powerful metaphor.
Yeah.
Like thinking about our thoughts and attitudes as garments.
Like clothes.
Yeah, we choose to wear each day.
I love that.
Murphy uses this really vivid imagery to explain it.
Okay.
He suggests that you can clothe your mind in abundance where there's lack,
Mm-hmm.
peace where there's discord,
Okay.
health where there's sickness.
Oh.
It's like choosing to wear confidence instead of self-doubt,
Yeah.
or optimism instead of fear.
That's powerful.
It's a really cool way to frame our mental state.
I love that.
But what I'm curious about is
Yeah.
how this mental wardrobe impacts our lives
Right.
beyond just how we feel.
Like, how does it actually play out?
Yeah, like how does it affect things?
Yeah, that's where it gets really interesting.
Yeah.
Choosing your mental garments consciously
Mm-hmm.
can actually impact how you experience the world
Okay,
and how other people perceive you.
I see.
Imagine walking into a room radiating confidence
Okay.
versus walking in feeling insecure.
Right.
The energy you project
Yeah.
and ultimately the results you achieve
Totally.
can shift dramatically based on that internal choice.
So it's about recognizing that power we have over our own
mental state.
mental state,
Yeah.
how that
Projects outward.
projects outwards. Yeah.
I like that.
So we're starting to see how our thoughts
Yeah.
are more than just these fleeting things
Mhm.
in our minds.
Right.
They have real power
They do.
to shape our experiences.
Powerful stuff.
And Murphy places a huge emphasis on imagination. He calls it the first faculty.
Oh, wow.
Prioritizing it above other mental powers.
Interesting.
Why is imagination so crucial?
Yeah, why is it?
In this whole framework,
he
uses some really cool examples.
Okay.
He talks about the Round Towers of Ireland.
Interesting.
And how they inspired his father to view imagination as the architect of the soul.
Architect of the soul. I like that.
We also see this in great works of art.
Oh, yeah.
Like Moulton's Paradise Lost.
Yeah.
It's like he used his imagination to create a world.
Right, like he brought
God's paradise.
God's paradise to life for others to experience.
Through words.
Yeah, that's powerful.
And that's what's so fascinating about this.
Yeah.
It's not just limited to one field.
Right.
Imagination fuels.
It fuels everything.
Scientific breakthroughs.
Yeah.
Artistic masterpieces. Our personal growth.
It really does.
It's the engine.
The engine of everything.
Of creation and innovation.
Wow.
In every aspect of our lives.
I never thought about it that way.
But it's not just about dreaming and imagining, right?
Yeah.
There's also a practical element to it.
Okay.
Like how we approach our daily interactions. And the attitude we project.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Murphy emphasizes this with a story.
Oh, a story.
About a girl selling books.
Oh.
And her negative attitude towards potential customers. Ended up hindering her success.
Yeah, you got to have the right attitude.
It's a good reminder that our mental state isn't just an internal thing.
Right.
It has a ripple effect on the world around us.
It really does.
So it raises the question.
What's that?
What's your prevailing attitude?
Towards life.
Towards life and the people you encounter.
Yeah. Are you approaching things with openness and positivity?
Or are you letting negativity...
Your perspective.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's something to think about?
Yeah.
That makes me think about how often we might be unconsciously sabotaging our own success or happiness.
With a negative outlook.
Yeah.
It happens.
Just by having a negative outlook.
Yeah, you got to be mindful.
And that brings us to another key concept.
Hit me with it.
The holy city within.
The holy city within.
Yeah. Murphy suggests that we have the power.
We do.
To create an inner world.
Like a sanctuary.
A sanctuary.
In our own minds.
Yeah.
I like that.
So tell me more about this holy city within.
Yeah, what does that look like?
What does that even look like?
Yeah.
Well, he paints a beautiful picture.
Okay.
He uses imagery from the book.
Okay.
Like God's river of peace.
Oh, wow.
Flowing through your mind. A city filled with bliss.
Yeah.
Joy. Faith, harmony.
Keep going.
Love and goodwill.
That sounds amazing.
That sounds pretty incredible.
Yeah.
So do we all have the capacity?
Oh, I hope so.
To tap into that kind of inner peace?
I think we do.
And abundance?
Yeah.
It makes you wonder.
It really does.
And that's exactly the point he's making.
It is.
It comes back to the power of choice.
The power of choice.
You decide you have the power.
That's in feeling.
To curate your inner world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take up residence in your inner world.
You're the architect.
So we're not just passive recipients of our thoughts and feelings.
You're actively creating.
We have the power to choose.
You have the power to choose.
What we cultivate and nurture.
Within yourself.
Within ourselves.
That's empowering.
It's incredibly empowering.
It is.
And it leads us to another intriguing concept.
Okay.
That pushes the boundaries.
Of what?
Of what we might consider possible.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
The idea of going...
Going where?
Beyond the five senses.
Beyond the five senses.
Yeah.
Whoa, okay.
Beyond the five senses.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of mysterious.
It is a little out there.
What's Murphy getting at with this?
Well, he uses a really interesting story to kind of illustrate this idea.
It's about a young man serving in the army.
Right.
Who vividly imagined his homecoming.
Okay.
And Murphy suggests that this intense visualization taps into like a deeper knowing.
Okay.
An ancestral wisdom.
Ancestral.
That goes beyond our normal senses.
So he was accessing something that his physical senses couldn't tell him at the time.
Exactly.
I remember another example in the book.
Yeah.
About a businessman.
Okay.
Who used his imagination to find guidance. It's so interesting how these people were able to tap into something bigger than themselves.
Yeah, it's like they were accessing this wellspring of intuition and insight that is available to all of us.
And Murphy explains this using the syllogism of the mind.
The syllogism of the mind. It's a mouthful.
It is.
But it basically means if you establish the right premise, which is your belief, The conclusion or action will naturally follow.
So it's like setting the intention.
Planting that seed.
Yeah, planting that seed of belief.
And then trusting.
Trusting that the right actions and outcomes will follow.
Exactly.
It makes me think about the power of our subconscious mind.
It's huge.
And how much is happening that we're not even aware of.
Below the surface.
Yeah.
And that's where Murphy takes us next.
Okay.
He introduces the concept of your mental movie, playing it on repeat.
Okay, your mental movie, playing it on repeat.
Yeah, and this is where it all starts to come together.
Okay, this is the part where we really need to pay attention.
Pay close attention.
Because it's about how our thoughts and imaginings
shape our reality.
Shape our reality.
Yeah.
So if we're constantly replaying scenes of like lack, scarcity, self-doubt, we're basically programming our subconscious to create those experiences in our lives.
It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
It is.
You're creating it with your mind.
So the book asks a really good question.
What's that?
What mental movies are you playing on repeat?
What are you putting on the big screen in your mind?
Are they aligned with your goals?
Or are they holding you back?
Or are they reinforcing those limiting beliefs and patterns?
That's the question.
That's a really good question.
It's a good one to ponder.
Murphy uses a great example about the woman who vividly imagined driving a Cadillac.
A Cadillac.
And she ended up inheriting one.
Whoa. That's manifestation in action.
Yeah.
It's really powerful.
But he also talks about the importance of persistence and faith.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just about visualizing once.
Right.
And then waiting for things to magically appear.
It's about consistently holding that image.
Yeah.
Nurturing the belief.
Nurturing the belief and trusting. And trusting that it will happen.
Trusting the process.
Yeah.
It's about showing up for your dreams.
Even when we don't see immediate results.
You gotta have faith.
But what about the flip side?
The flip side.
What happens when we're stuck in a loop of negative thinking?
Yeah, that's the other side of the coin.
And this is where Murphy issues a word of caution.
Okay.
Just as positive imaginings can manifest.
So can negative ones.
So can negative ones.
Yeah.
He uses an example of a mother.
Okay.
Who constantly worried about her son.
Oh, no.
And her fears ended up materializing in his life.
That's a powerful reminder to be mindful of our thoughts.
It is.
What are we giving energy to?
So it's like we have this incredible power to create, but we need to use it responsibly.
We have to wield it wisely.
It's a call for vigilance and self-awareness.
Yeah.
What are you choosing to focus your imagination on?
Are you feeding the fear and doubt?
Or are you nurturing hope and possibility?
That's the question.
And empowerment.
You have the power to choose.
So we need to be mindful of the mental movies we're creating.
Absolutely.
But it's not all doom and gloom.
Right.
Murphy also talks about applying these principles to healing.
To healing.
Which is pretty hopeful.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
He reminds us that if we're constantly saying, I wish I were healthy.
Yeah.
It's time to shift our mindset.
And tap into the power within.
Yeah.
He shares a story about a minister in South Africa who used affirmations to heal himself.
Wow.
It shows the connection between our thoughts and our well-being.
It really does.
It's not just about attracting success or material things. Yeah. It's about impacting our health and vitality, too.
So we're talking about the power of belief. To not just shape our circumstances.
To impact our health as well.
Yeah.
It's mind-blowing.
It is.
The story of the minister really highlights the power of the subconscious mind.
Yeah.
It's the builder of our bodies.
And we can influence it with our thoughts.
Through conviction and belief.
And Murphy doesn't stop there.
He keeps going.
He explores even more concepts.
Like what?
Like psychic osmosis.
Oh, yeah.
And the dangers of negative emotions.
Like jealousy and resentment.
Yeah, jealousy and resentment.
Powerful stuff.
So he's basically giving us a toolkit.
Yeah, a mental toolkit.
For understanding.
And harnessing.
And harnessing the power of our mind.
To create the lives we desire.
It's a lot to take in.
It is.
But I'm finding it super inspiring.
Me too.
It's like a whole new way of looking at the world.
And our role in it.
And our role in shaping it.
Yeah, it's empowering.
It is empowering.
It shows that we're not just passive bystanders in our lives.
We're active creators.
We are creating our reality.
And this deep dive is just the beginning.
It's just the tip of the iceberg.
It's about sparking your curiosity.
And giving you some new tools to explore.
It really is a whole new way to look at things.
It is.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into believe in yourself, what are some key takeaways for our listeners?
Well, I think first and foremost, we really explored the power of imagination.
It's more than just daydreaming, right?
For sure.
It's about really using it to shape our reality.
Exactly.
And we can't forget about that mental wardrobe.
Oh, yeah. The mental wardrobe is key.
Our thoughts and beliefs we choose to wear every single day.
Yeah, it's like picking out an outfit.
It is.
With your mind.
And it shows how our inner world impacts our outer experiences.
Totally. And how other people see us, too.
And we also talked about that holy city within.
Yeah, the inner sanctuary.
That place of peace and abundance.
Yeah, it's a beautiful image.
It is.
And probably most importantly, we learned about those mental movies playing on repeat.
Yeah, those subconscious thoughts.
Yeah. Gotta be mindful of those.
It's a call to choose our thoughts and beliefs wisely.
Because they really do shape our lives.
It's like we have the keys to the kingdom.
We do.
But we have to decide what kind of kingdom we're building.
Inside ourselves.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
And Murphy really emphasizes the power of choice.
We have the power to choose.
We could choose fear and limitation.
Bro.
Or hope, possibility, empowerment.
It's up to us.
So if our mind is the garden,
ooh, I like that.
What seeds are we planting?
Yeah, what are we cultivating?
What thoughts, what beliefs, what images?
Are we nurturing to create the life we want?
I hope this deep dive has given everyone some tools and insights.
Me too.
To tend to that garden.
It's about understanding the power of your mind.
Yeah.
And using it to create a life
that you love.
Filled with purpose and joy.
And fulfillment.
Absolutely.
It's been so fascinating exploring these ideas with you.
It has.
And to our listeners, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in.
On this deep dive into the power of belief.
We hope you learned something.
We hope you feel empowered.
And inspired.
To use this incredible potential you have within you.
Go out there and create the life you want.
We'll see you next time.
Hey.